Gal Guardian's Demon Purge is a 2D action-adventure in where players must defend their school against a giant demonic stronghold. Players may swap between characters, each with its own set of powers, and battle demonic monsters. Each monster drops unique weaponry, allowing gamers different exploration and paths. Players may use Sister Rescue to resurrect fallen siblings and kill enemies to gain new sub-weapons, opening up new paths. The mystery behind the school's makeover and the disappearance of other kids is central to the plot.
Switch your power into overdrive with the break shift.
Copen utilizes his razor wheel weapon to climb a tall building, tackling new difficulties and boss characters. He obtains an EX weapon after beating a boss, which allows him to move quickly across stages. Copen's increased bullet dash improves his agility, and he can switch between break shift and bullet shift modes to overcome obstacles and earn points for overdrive mode. In overdrive mode, he may maintain his high-speed bullet shift condition for quick aerial mobility. Lola, the Muse of Hope, revives Copen with her Anthem skill, and her new healing mode brings him back to full health.
His home world.
Blaster Master 03 is the next episode in the Jason Saga series, with an exciting mix of side-scrolling and top-down action. Players will go on an exciting mission to save Eve on the planet Sophia, pitting themselves against the deadly Sophia Force. The novel VRV system, as well as expanded gameplay elements like as the dual SP gauge system and multi-counter system, provide for a thrilling and intense experience. The game offers an exceptional gaming experience with its magnificent graphics, vibrant music, and intriguing gameplay mechanics. Azure Striker Gunvolt 3 is the latest entry to the Gunvolt series, providing an immersive experience that combines an intriguing storyline with intense gameplay. Players may switch between Kirin and Gunvolt to go through several stages and face dangerous adversaries. The game has story mode, which allows players to immerse themselves in the thrill. Image pulses, collectible summons, and equipment formed from Gunvolt's memories are introduced with over 150 different types to acquire. The game has gorgeous visuals and astounding effects. In this fascinating adventure, YOHANE and her companion Laylaps must rescue their missing comrades from a monster-infested maze. YOHANE can create strong equipment and use the might of her allies, and the dungeon contains hidden riches. The basement has a variety of secret destinations, including temples, ruins, and a sunken ship. The casting mechanism enables players to create new objects from accumulated materials, with over 90 crafting recipes accessible. Adaptability and quick thinking are essential as you negotiate the constantly shifting parts.
They were known as the
Dragon Marked for Death is a 2D action role-playing game in which players can select between the Empress and the Warrior. To acquire strength, players must make a deal with Astral Dragon Atruum. They must perform a variety of adventures to improve their reputation and face problems like as defending ship passengers, finding riches, and rescuing princesses. Players may pick from 4 different characters and go through stages to get experience points. They may also work with up to 4 other players in cooperative multiplayer mode or online. Strategic cooperation can result in improved outcomes.
stun enemies and eliminate.
Aeterna Noctis is an action platforming adventure in which players assume the character of the King of Darkness and travel through 16 numerous locations. The story centers on the King of Darkness, who has been cursed by chaos and must restore his lost abilities. This game includes hand-drawn animation, an emotive soundtrack, and voice-acted sequences in 8 languages. Players must travel the cosmos, fighting foes and discovering their fate in their own unique and customized way. Them's Fightin' Herds is a 2D combat game with beautiful animals. Key features include intuitive fighting, a narrative mode, local and internet multiplayer, detailed instructional and training modes, a pixel lobby, and an adaptive soundtrack system. Players may learn about the game's 4-button combat system, unique magic mechanic, devastating super strikes, and juggling degradation. The game also includes a multiplayer option, tutorials, and a sophisticated training area where players may hone their abilities. The Pixel Lobby lets gamers customize their avatars and engage with other players online. Eden Genesis is an exciting platform game set in a futuristic cyberpunk environment. Leah, the heroine, is a teenage cyborg on a mission to find a cure for the corruption of enhanced persons. The game has fast-paced action, simple controls, and a well-rounded platformer. To heal their illness, players must traverse natural obstacles and adversary dangers. The game's level design promotes precision movement and fighting, resulting in speedier completion rates. Eden Genesis caters to both seasoned gamers and those looking for a more challenging experience. Wild Bastards combines FPS and tactical gameplay in an intergalactic adventure. Players must recruit, manage, and combat 13 different outlaws, each with its own set of weapons, talents, and growth pathways. The game follows the Wild Bastards, formerly the most feared gang in the galaxy. With just 2 remaining outlaws, gamers must team up with the Drifter spaceship to revive their dead friends and rush to the homestead. Key elements include furious shootouts, strategic FPS combat, strategic planning, a diversified outlaw roster, and interpersonal conflict resolution. Little Nightmares is a dark, humorous journey in which players must aid Six and the Kid in their escape from the Maw, a strange vessel inhabited by corrupted souls. The all-in-one Nintendo Switch edition features 2 parallel escape storylines, a terrifying puzzle platform, and the opportunity to reunite with childhood pals through challenging 3D puzzles. Each room is a jail, and each occupant is a threat, heightening the immersion. The game is intended to challenge players' patience while also providing an entertaining and demanding gameplay. Jesse Fox, a guy imprisoned in a hidden military installation for a crime he did not commit, must use his wits, fast words, improvised talents, weapons of warfare, lethal explosives, MacGyvered gadgets, and an elaborate explanation to escape. The game has current gameplay techniques, stealth gameplay, and a plethora of satirical culture, gaming, and movie allusions. To escape, players must mislead, adapt, and even imitate a cat. The game provides an exciting questioning experience as well as the chance to gather an armory of vintage gear.
The sewer wasn't.
Summum Aeterna is a roguelite game with world-crawling elements and a dynamic battle system. Players take on the role of the King of Darkness, a warlord cursed with perpetual life, and go on an adventure across undiscovered worlds packed with treasures, traps, and enemies. The game has a permanent character and planet improvement system, allowing players to save their progress. Seed genes shape the risks, encounters, and rewards, so no 2 playthroughs are the same. Survival depends on destroying all live or undead foes with precisely prepared weapons. Overcooked is a team-based game in which players must prepare, cook, and serve various dishes in various kitchens. The game is now available on the Nintendo Switch, allowing players to enjoy couch co-op action on the go. The Onion Kingdom is in peril, and only the best chefs can save it. Overcooked Special Edition features all the exciting kitchens from the basic game, as well as additions, the Lost Morsel and Festive Seasoning. The game is simple to learn, but assembling a well-oiled staff of super chefs is critical. Freedom Planet 2 is a sequel to the indie hit Freedom Planet that introduces 3 new heroes with increased skills. To destroy adversaries, players can employ Lilac's Dragon Boost, Carol's Jump Disc or Motorcycle, or Milla's Shield. The game has 24 stages, an enhanced adventure mode, retro-styled 2D visuals, and the famous boss rush mode. The guard button helps players to deflect opponents' strikes, while the revival mechanism allows them to risk extra lives in order to make a return.
In the face.